Doofenshmirtz Able Incorporated. Doofenshmirtz on a crab boat.
Perry the Platypus! So what am I doing out here? Well, I'll tell you. One day, while I was perusing my collection of 19th century almanacs, I learned that the leading cause of tooth decay is saltwater taffy. And that's why I invented the Saltwater Caffeinator. You can't see it from here. I built it on the bottom of the ocean where I have an unlimited supply of salt water for free. Oh, Perry the Smarty-Puss! Behold, the Sandinator! I'll bet you're wondering what it does, huh? Well, it's easy. It causes gritty, irritating sand to wedge itself into your swim trunks, causing you to chafe and get a rash and have a lousy day at the beach. How do you like? For some reason, I don't mind the taco guy so much. Look at this cute little hat. Anyway, the whole thing sickens me to no end, which is why I created the Sandwich Suit to Removinator! It sucks all sandwich suits up into the air and then shreds them to teensy-weensy pieces. Today, I will fly all over the city and strip anyone dressed as a sandwich right down to their skivvies! I've become my mother. Ah, my servomat. See, this is what I'm talking about. I don't even know what a servomat is, and now I own 5. These infomercials are taking time away from my evil. People ask, Doof, if you have unwanted infomercials, how do you get rid of them? My solution is easy, simple, and it starts working the same day. With my Scorchinator, I will target TV towers and melt, smelt, and render them into their basic components, thereby eliminating infomercials. And how much would I pay for this? Nothing, it's free! But wait, there's more. There's not really any more, that's about it. Playset? No, this is a non-scale model of the tri-state area.
So you play with dolls?
Maybe, but it also helps me visualize my scheme. It doesn't have to be used with dolls all the time. Anyway, this is our headquarters, larger for the sake of clarity. And this, see this right here? This is my Sculptinator. This part will scan my body, and this part will shoot a beam which will then carve Danville Mountain into a lifelike statue of me! This is not gonna work. So, rather than return this whole mess, which means I'd have to get in a car, drive down there, wait in line, then answer a bunch of questions about the delicacy of my epidermis, I'm just gonna move the Earth away from the sun just enough that the 110 will work. Simple. And to that end, I have created, ta-da, my Shift the Earth's position further away from the Sun-inator. I know the name's a little cumbersome, but it's basically a tractor beam that uses the mass of Jupiter as an anchor to pull the Earth just slightly away from the sun to render my sunscreen effective. Musical instruments that start with the letter B. You get the idea. It's a long list. I've been working on it for a while. Anyway, I realized I should build something that would make all those awful things disappear. Behold, Perry the Platypus, Shrinkspheria! Shrinkinator, why haven't I unplugged this thing? I keep leaving myself notes and I keep forgetting. Shrinkinator. Unplug Shrinkinator. I'll do it tomorrow. Now that I'm old enough to buy my own, I am disappointed by the shabby quality of the cheap model reproductions. Which is why I'm going to travel the globe and shrink the world's greatest architectural treasures just to put them in my train set. See? The Shrinkinator Ray is for the shrinking, the cardboard box is for holding the shrunken treasures, and the bicarbonate of soda is for my motion sickness. Darth Vader can kiss my bantha!
Very good, sir. That was better than rehearsal.
All right, stay close to your comlinks, ladies. If all goes well, I'll have a victory number in the 4th act. So, like I said, I'm going to make myself super evil with my Sithinator here, but first, I'm gonna shoot you just to make sure it's safe and, you know, I don't die or fry myself and have to wear one of those masks like Vader, because that would not be a good look for me. But this year, I won't be celebrating my birthday alone. Behold, the Slavinator! You see, the crowd will do whatever the Slavinator tells them to do! Oh, you want to see my Inators? Man, you got quite an accent there. All right, here's what I'm working on now. Behold, the Slothinator! It will give me the powers of a sloth, which are super slowness and super leaf eating.
Are you sure this is the right guy?
MODOK is infallible.
Oh, hello, Perry the Platypus. I'd like to introduce you to something. My slow motion Inator! This way, you're too slow to foil my evil scheme, and I don't have to worry about capturing you. Problem solved. So, Perry the Platypus, I found a way to distill the smell of dirty diapers into a concentrated liquid form, which I will spread throughout the festival using my Smellinator! And the party just started. I don't know how they got this picture in the magazine so quick. I guess they're trying to compete with the internet. But I digress. I can finally have my revenge with this! The Sogginator! Now, I will fly over her party and douse her with a lifetime of soggy humiliation! Oh, Perry the Platypus! It's finally ready! Too bad you can do nothing but watch as I prepare to launch my Space Laserinator! Anyway, I started thinking and realized the true measure of a man is having a world-famous roadside attraction. But which one to choose? Which one would be the most spectacular? Then it hit me. Nothing brings them in like a big ball of twine. So that's why I built the Sphere Attractinator, to steal the world's largest ball of twine! Then all I need is some sort of road to put it beside, right?
Oh, Nostalgia's got nothing on this.
Ah, Perry the Platypus, just in time. Our flight is about to leave. Behold, the Staininator! And I never saw Balloony again. He's still out there somewhere. Not to put too fine a point on it, but I put that long-lasting spray on him, so he's still around. And I plan to bring him to me. Balloons, you see, are drawn to static electricity, so I created this. Behold, the static electroamplifinator! Keep beholding, and we'll still be holding, and scene. Bunker to bunker quunk. Hurrah! Bunker to bunker quunk. Oh, so Doof's gonna poke the mammoths with his Stickinator, and they'll stampede Roger and his friends away from their home, and Doof can live there.
Yeah, wasn't that clear?
No.
Well, it's a good thing we're doing this then.
Luck is called Stinkelkrampin in Drusselstein, and I never seem to have any of the good kind. Turns out that every object has a positive or negative energy field. I harnessed that positive and negative energy and created the Stinkelkrampinator. Perry the Platypus! Say hello to my little friend, my new Straitjacketinator! Haha! It was tailor-made just for you by my other little friend. It may be small, but it's stronger and smarter than Norm, and it's so much more efficient.
Doofenshmirtz in a blimp again.
Ah, Perry the Platypus, it's ironic that you look like a stuffed animal in one of those claw machine games. And by ironic, I mean totally flat-out ironic. And speaking of claw machines, I've gathered up all the arcade claw machines in the tri-state area to make one giant super claw! Inator. It should be flying off the shelves. I just don't get it. Anyway, that is about to change. Behold, the Switch Placinator! Why do you look so unimpressed? They got the Grievance, they've got Grievance 2, the Gripe, Grievance 3, Bone to Pick, and Grievance 4, the Revenge of the Italian Jug Band. And I don't think that last one is canon. Oh, what kind of father am I? Oh, the shame is overwhelming. I can't even enjoy using my new Teleportinator. I'm just not in the mood. Maybe tomorrow. Do you like it, Perry the Platypus? It's my new Tell the Truthinator! One blast from this baby and people will be forced to tell the truth. It features an Abe Lincoln robot. He doesn't actually serve any functional purpose. It's just decoration, but he's thematically linked to honesty. You know, through his nickname, Honest Abe. Ooh, and then I will straighten my own building, and it will still be a tourist attraction, because, it'll be the only straight building. I just now thought of that. Just now. See? That's how genius happens. It's a lot of leaning and straightening. You get the idea. I'm going to use this Tiltonator and do it all from space! Cookie! Space! There it was again! You heard that? My next to last echo is broken. I'm going to have that checked.
Wow, you're kind of freaking me out.
Yes, I'd be obnoxious if I wasn't so charming. Anyway, I have one more Inator to complete, and I've got to do it fast, so I could really use your help.
What's the Inator?
The Time Straighten Outinator! It straightens out time and keeps it from looping.
I think I'm looping.
Exactly!
You gonna eat those fries?
Don't touch! Anyway, I've got a little math quiz for the both of you. If a train carrying Precious Albert the Moose left British Columbia at 8 o'clock in the morning going 80 miles per hour, what time would it arrive at the Canada Day celebration? Answer? Never! Because I've tied up the conductor and taken control of the train using my remote control train operatorinator. Now, before I let you loose on the OWCA, this should make you much more formidable. I like to call it I guess the escalator wasn't such a good idea after all. Oh well, live and learn. Anyway, I like to call it my Transmogrification Backpackinator. It'll give you a robotic exoskeleton that can transform into almost anything. And it's perfect to wear undercover. No one will ever suspect. Perry the Platypus, how Noel-y of you. For some reason, Christmas seems to have snuck up on me this year, and I'm a bit behind on my shopping. But I have a solution. The Transportinator! And if I create it, no one will know about it. I will run unopposed! That was close. Then I'll easily win and take over the tri-state area. With that in mind, behold! Behold, the Tri-Governorinator! Yeah, sorry, no time for a trap. It's nothing personal. You see, today is the annual Love Muffin Summer Stock Festival, and I got the title role. So I have to take over the tri-state area by 3:30 if I want to make curtain. That doesn't leave me much time for, the trapping and the fighting. So instead I built this, the Trip to the Desertinator. It's going to send you to the desert and I can get on with my day. Now imagine if the turkey were, say, the size of a car or a building. There would be no resisting the tryptophaniacal level of nature's little sleeping potion. That is why I created the Turkeyinator! Wait, can you see it from that little door? Do I have to move the hat or you're good? You're good. This is nice, huh? I was thinking the other day about how much better you would be as an ally. So I created this. I call it my Turn Everything Evilinator. I blame everyone else in the entire tri-state area for being better looking than me. So I invented this, my Uglyinator. It harnesses the horned frog's unpleasant appearance to render its target ugly.
Sir?
Perry the Platypus is out of the picture. I'm Perry-free for the rest of the day. I'm sans Perry. I am platypusless. And now, because I still need to get it out of my system, behold! The ultimate Evilinator! Isn't it ugly? You see, Norm, it occurred to me that fighting underlings like Perry the Platypus is a waste of time. Why not go straight to the top? Why not take out the big boss? Oh, when you came in, despite appearances, I was trying to come up with a perfect evil plan to thwart today's tri-state area summit and weenie roast, and you just gave me a great idea. What is a man most afraid of? It's being in public and suddenly realizing he's in his underwear. So, I shall construct an Underwearinator! One blast at the summit and everyone will be so paralyzed with fear and embarrassment, I can just waltz in and take over. And, she's always right. She has dark hair and bangs and, as it turns out, Mercury has been in retrograde all summer. No wonder my evil schemes keep failing. And that is why I invented the Unretrogradinator! To reverse my bad luck. I know that unretrograde is sort of a double negative. All right, here we go. The energy ball is growing, and... all right, time for the Unstuckinator. In hindsight, I probably should have done this in the basement. We'll have none of that, Mr. Squirrel Man. Besides, you're too late. Ever since Perry the Platypus quit your agency to become my butler, I have been freed up to create my ultimate Inator, the Vaporizerinator. With my mind now clear, I stumbled onto a scientific fact. Platypus, I don't like your tone. Behold, I give you the very, very bad Inator. See? They all have Inator in the name. That is why they fail. Which is why I named my latest creation the Video Beam Hijack Non-Inator. You see, I added non to the name because non means not. So it's not an Inator, therefore it can't not fail. Get it? I mean, it can't fail, Okay, sounds tough, huh? But not tough enough! You see, ever since I was a child, I had a high, squeaky voice. But not anymore. Behold, the Voicinator! It biomechanically transforms normal air into Doofelium, which will make everyone else's voice higher, making my voice deeper by comparison. Oh, and here's my Waffleinator. What? I said pseudo. Anyway, once I collected enough elixir, I put it in this, my Warthog Sprayerinator. See? There's a method to my lameness. I'm gonna find out when Roger's on stage, and then I'm gonna turn him into a warthog in front of everybody. That will remove him from power because of the aforementioned Warthog Nepotism Act. But you know, the embarrassment is it's a cherry on top. I was young and in love with a beautiful girl. She taught me how to see the beauty of life. And I taught her how to hold a petty grudge. She was very interested in whales for some reason. In retrospect, it was probably more of an unhealthy obsession. But to win her heart, I created the Whale Translatorinator! And to release the water from the dam, I have invented a ray, which attracts wood like a magnet attracts metal. The Woodinator! Which was almost complete until you rudely interrupted me.
Doofenshmirtz Evil Incorporated!
Isn't that always the way? Right at the exciting part, that's when the doorbell rings. Or, you know, a platypus breaks it down. Anyway, behold, the worst Fearinator! What? Oh, yeah, I guess from your point of view, it's a little difficult to see. Let me just get this out of the way for you. There we go.
Doofenshmirtz Evil Incorporated!
Oh, hello. You must be here about the ad, right? Well, come on in. It's right over here. Behold, the wrapped up in a nice little Bowinator. I know what you're thinking, but Doof, you have a terrible singing voice. Well, feast your eyes on this little baby. Ta-da! I call it the Yodelinator. Okay, well, that's something you don't see every day. See? Adulting.
What just happened?
Well, thanks to my handy chicken replacinator, which some people said I shouldn't bring, it switched places with the nearest chicken. I don't have a spaceship per se, but I do have my Galactic Travelinator. You get inside it, it flies you up to, and I guess more to the point, through space. It's too late, Perry the Platypus. My power vacuuminator will soon turn the mayor's mansion into lint! And then vacuum it up, thereby creating an actual power vacuum for me to fill.